The mind and heart is not pure, then intelligence won't be there, proper intelligence, weak intelligence. Then you won't know what is to reject, what is to accept. Then surrender cannot happen. That's why this verse, this equanimity is very well connected. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse number 5, the same samatva, samata, different words are used, but for same thing, equanimity. In chapter 5, also, Vidya Vinaya Sampanna, there also, with example is given how the is seeing with equal vision. Elephant or is taking tiger, is a brahmana, cobbler is seeing with equal vision. He's not seeing externally, seeing the soul. In that way, one is so he's because he's properly cultivated, proper intelligence is sharpened his intelligence. That's how we have to hear every day. We can't miss the morning, you can't miss the evening. We have to read and we have to hear. Both things has to happen other than chanting. So then we'll be able to perfect. There's a mind and heart has to be pure means eating habits, sleeping habits. These habits has to be pure. 1, 3, Canto 1, Chapter 3, last verse, 43 verse in the purport. If you look at Prabhupada's writing there, one cannot act purely. His heart or his intelligence is not pure if his mind is not pure. His mind is not pure if his eating habits is not pure, sleeping habits is not pure. One cannot come to that pure intelligence. So that's why these habits, everyday basis, we have come out of almost Kartik month is over, best of Panchak is getting over today. Doesn't mean now then we should carry on. These are there so that you do, twice a month, Ekadasi, twice, or festivals means we should carry that consciousness. This brightening consciousness has to continue. It's not a month is over now. Let me, I have stopped, much eating. Now let me go on. Now start eating so many sweets and so many things, and we become tired and we sleep. So that's not the purpose. Rather, we should continue this consciousness and absorb, increase our, propensity to serve the Lord, serve the and devotee. That is the purpose. That is the surrender has been mentioned. Anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya vivarjanam. In 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 5, Prabhupada is clearly writing under samatha, under equanimity. This is what he is writing. This means the devotee, in relation with Krishna, he will accept what is favorable to Krishna consciousness. If eating more is not favorable, he will not eat. If eating in the night is not favorable, he is not going to eat. All he will eat very minimally. If it is not favorable to sleep much late in the game, late in the night, he is not able to. He will not do that. Knowingly, he will not do that. Sometimes, once in a while, it may happen because Guru Maharaj is there or someone is there. Then we have to be there. This principle has to be understood. We should practice it. Actually, we should make sure we put reminders or somehow or the other. We have to make it happen so that we follow what is acceptable, what is favorable for devotion service. Otherwise, we won't be able to engage. We have to straighten our schedules. Prabhupada is very strict in his schedule. At time means exactly on time. Walter has to open exactly on time. His class will start exactly. He will finish. All these things, but at least we should try. Of course, we are not perfect in anything. Everything. I am always running late for everything. So, but at least we should try. We have to keep on trying it. Follow these principles. Especially this is to do with the love. You look at the general principle. If you love somebody, you will follow whatever they say. Because devotees love Prabhupada like anything. So whatever Prabhupada said, yes. For example, yes, no problem. Initiation, no problem. Whatever Prabhupada said is accepted because you have to have the deep love for the Lord and deep love for his Acharya's representative. Then you will be able to do anything and everything. You will be able to control, you will be able to tolerate. As the 5th chapter Bhagavad Gita, you will see that prak sodam vimokshana. Sodam means this tolerating the urges, tolerating others' complaint, tolerating the others' criticism. Otherwise, we immediately become agitated. Why? Why he is questioning me? So immediately. But the properly situated devotee, you will not question immediately. He will think twice before he questions. So it is to do with the practice. So the tolerating urges will come when love has to be increased. When love is there, naturally the cooperation is there. It is all to do with the love. Our Acharya is saying, our sannyasis are saying, problem is we don't have faith, full faith on the Lord. We don't have full faith on the chanting. That is the problem. How will you increase it? We have to associate. Who is coming to association? When sadhu is coming, hardly 5 devotees, 10 devotees are there. The Sunday morning, Saturday morning, many times we have temple programs, sadhu is coming. But who is showing up? No one. Zoom. Everybody is in Zoom. What happened to your in person? Yes, everybody has emergencies or problem is okay, but not every time. So many sannyasis coming, many times we have nobody there. That means we were not properly situated. We have to be properly situated first. What Shastra says, first verse, first Srimad Bhagavata begins with that. Canto 1, chapter 2, look it up, verse number 14 or 17. Sushosho Sadadhanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Syan Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punyatirtha Nishevanat. We want to have developed a Susrusho Shraddadhanasya. Susrusho, to whom Mahat Sevaya Vipra. And you are not doing that, then how you can expect that my faith is weak, I'm not able to wake up, I'm not able to get attentive chanting? How you can expect that? You can't expect it. When you don't operate on the principle which laid out by Prabhupada or Shastra, then you can't expect much mercy. You can't expect you're going to elevate yourself in a proper consciousness. You'll wake up every day, you'll chant nicely. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like that. It can only happen if you properly cultivate the symptoms and characteristics and the principles and the schedules the Prabhupada laid out, Bhaktivinoda Thakur laid out. Exactly you have to follow. We may not be perfect, but at least you follow something. Okay, if you're not waking up, you gradually bring it close, 5 o'clock, 5:30, 4:30. All these things are for that reason only. If you are in the proper association, those who are strictly following, you have to associate with them, you have to hear from them. Then one will do. That's why you have to hear from Prabhupada every day, from our Guru also. It doesn't matter how late. If your Guru is giving class late, you better hear it. Because no matter what's going to happen next day, you will not know. So that's why it's better we hear. When Prabhupada was there, everybody was coming from UK, Iran, every place, everybody is coming together to be in association of Prabhupada and to hear. That is so important. If you are missing that because Guru is not going to be there forever on this planet, so then what you will do? Then you have to simply only cry only. So that's why when Guru is giving class, Guru is there in person, you better associate, better be there in person, not give excuses, this one, that one. Everything has to be put on the side when Guru is there. So these things has to be considered. It is to do with the Mahatseva Vipra. When Mahatseva Vipra is not there, you can't expect much mercy, you can't control, there is no equanimity, there is no toleration, nothing. Nothing will work. Everything will collapse only. So this is the real secret of essence, secret of success of these verses which the Lord Kapila is instructing here. The translation by Srila Prabhupada: the exalted devotee's mind becomes equipoised in sensory activities and is transcendental to that which is agreeable and not agreeable, both ways. Because that's a Prabhupada said, you all deal with this. I have many things, I have to write books. So he gave the initial Prabhupada, everything used to come to Prabhupada. Then he was disturbed, disgusted with it. Now, how long you're going to take so much meeting morning to evening? You can't decide one thing. Why you need so much time? Prabhupada was very quick, everything. To resolve anything, he is very quick. Because intelligence is perfect. Lord is giving intelligence. So this is how one has to make the decisions, not envious, not jealous, not partial, but neutrally. Someone was asking in Vrindavan, Maharaj, how to deal with. I'm sitting in this position, managerial position, where I have to look at the devotees doing wrong and devotees doing different things, and I have to make the judgment. I have to, put them on the side and take them away from service or something. Many things I have to deal with it. What to do? So how to do that? Yeah, you have to be properly cultivated. You have to have proper chanting. You have to be properly cultivated. You have to be balanced. You have to be neutral. He's my God brother. Is my that. Is my that. Is my. I like him. He likes me. That's not the criteria. So one should be wrong. That's why Prabhupada could do everything so crystal clearly, very quickly, because it's properly situated. But we also have to try to adjust to that, come to that platform. Then you can clearly discriminate. Rule is for one. Same rule applies for everybody. Because I am in this position, the rule is only for everybody else, and for me different rule applies. That means we are not properly situated. These things has to be considered. When everybody operates on that platform, then others will naturally you can attract crowd. Naturally you can attract people. So that's a pure devotee. One who is seeing him, he will chant immediately. You will remember Krishna immediately. That is a symptom of pure devotee in Nectar of Instruction is talking about. This is all to do with the equanimity. How much you are laying, following the principles of the pure devotee which is laid out. Anukulya Sankalpa Pratikulam. Whatever is not allowing us to practice Krishna consciousness properly, then we have to see that, always regularly look at it. Look at our schedule, look at the way we are doing things, different things, what is blocking us to not come to temple, not to take darshan, not to hear, not to chant. What is causing it? We have to regularly look at things, year basis, month basis, week basis, and then fix it up. So that's why this also in those days they used to ask. Even now, recently, one of the Maharaj came to our temple. Right? He's asking, send me every week what time you wake up, what time. And these days, no one is asking. But actually, this is how it used to be done. Because somebody is asking, are you waking up? What time you wake up? What time you chant? Bhakti, all these things are there. For this reason only. Because if there is no one, no supervision, then everybody will say, "Yeah, everything is okay. Yeah, I'm chanting. I'm finishing 16 rounds. But what time you are finishing? What consciousness you are finishing, how much attentive you are doing it. So for these only, these principles are there. Maharaj is very strict. That's why he's asking. Yeah, this is good principle. That means when you are in that association, you are hearing, that means you better change your consciousness also. That instruction is not just for that disciple who's coming to initiation. That's why Maharaj asking, but no, it applies to all of us also. You better be strict in the process. In whatever Prabhupada said, 4 5 things very strictly one has to follow every day after day, week after week, very strictly. Then equanimity automatically, 26 principles of a devotee automatically will come. When we don't follow that, you are accepting something which is not favorable to Krishna consciousness, or rejecting something which is favorable to Krishna consciousness, then naturally, always in the party mode, then how you can develop Krishna consciousness? It doesn't happen that way. So these things have to be understood. Or you always dress gorgeously and opulently, internal tendency won't go away. So once in a while is okay, but every day you can't operate on the platform mode of passion and ignorance and everything, austerity, charity. In chapter 17, look at why Krishna has to say all these things. Devotee doesn't know that those principles are also for devotee. What kind of austerity you are doing for name and fame, prestige? You Kartik Vrata, Vaishnav Panchak is for somebody show, everybody else is doing, I'm also doing. Are you doing it for pleasing? Are you offering at the end of Vaishnav Panchak, Kartik Vrata? How many of you are submitting? How many of you are offering? Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpana Guru Arpana Mastu, everything belongs to you. Because of your strength, I am able to do. How many of you are submitting? How many devotees are submitting like that in this whole world? Very few will find. Because they forget Guru. That is a Guru Dev Kripa Bindu Diya. This verse is being chanted by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So that means we have to, on their strength only we are getting service, on their strength only we are able to, we picked up the beads. Before Prabhupada, we are getting in touch with the devotee, we are able to do that? No, that we have to realize every day. If we realize it, then Lord will give more mercy, more consciousness, more will be able to operate without fail every day. More we forget Guru, then everything is gone. Because that principle is not there. That means strength. We will become weak. Every day we will be weak only. We can't be strong enough. So that is the main key principle one should remember. Always Guru. On behalf of Guru, I am offering this every time. Explicitly, please make that statement in your mind every time. Every time. Before and after. Anything you do. Before chanting, after chanting, before hearing, after hearing, before service, after service. Remember, put Guru before and after and parampara. Then we can be always strong. We will not be we will be able to tolerate it. We will not be able to get affected by these urges, various urges going on. Sometimes actionally, sometimes from devotees also. What to do? We have to tolerate, move on. So, purport by Srila Prabhupada, the significance of advancement in transcendental knowledge and detachment from material attraction is exhibited in the personality of a highly advanced devotee. So, there's Abhyartha Kalatvam is the main principle of an advanced devotee. He doesn't waste time. He uses, make sure that proper engagement for Krishna service is there every day. For him, there is nothing agreeable or disagreeable because he does not act in any way for his personal sense gratification. That is the principle of first 2 lines. Because first 2 lines of Saranagati very important for Kanishta to all the way to Uttama. Anukulya Sankalva, Pratikulya Sevarjan. If these two are there, then other four will automatically, naturally, very quickly will come to follow other four. If the first two are not followed, other four we won't be able to do. We won't be able to come to surrender. So very important. Whatever he does, whatever he thinks is for the satisfaction of personality of God. So that's every vrata, every austerity, charity, whatever you do, it has to be meant only for pleasing Guru and Krishna. Only. Not for any other purpose. In the beginning, okay. But after, we are most of us are there at least practicing 5, 10 years, 15, 20, 30. We have to make sure this principle is always there. If I'm going to do something, is it for Guru or is it for something else? We have to question the mind. So as a Vaishnava, okay, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur has written that book. What kind of Vaishnava are you? That's what Prabhupada is saying on this verse, quoting Prahlad Maharaj. what is this? Sakali Saman, Badra, Badra, Dvaita, Badra, Abhadra, Sakali Saman. This happiness, distress, honor, dishonor, both are. Everything is in this world. There is good, bad. Everything is bad only. Everything is bad only. What is there in this? Badra, Abhadra, Sakali Saman. Prabhupada quotes that verse. Either in the material world or in the spirit, his equipoise mind is completely manifested. He can understand that in the material world there is nothing good. That is the verse for that. Everything is bad due to its being contaminated by material nature. The materialist conclusions of good, bad, moral, immoral, etc. are simply mental concoction or sentiment. Actually, there is nothing good in the material world because it is one is not looking at how Prabhupada is looking at. He's looking at everything in relation with Lord. Because we are not looking at that, so that's everything and nothing is good in this material world. Hmm. In the spiritual field, everything is absolutely good. There is no inequity in the spiritual activities because a devotee accepts everything in spiritual vision. He is equipoised. That is the symptom of his being elevated in transcendental position. So it is to do with the love only. That's what I'm saying. If you love, then every day you'll hear. Every day you'll read Prabhupada's books. And every day you'll wake up. Every day you'll chant. We have to increase that loving propensity toward Lord. Then naturally you will adjust your schedule. You may have, you have to drop kids or so many things, responsibility, obligations you have in this. No problem. We definitely will take care. We'll maintain all those things. Shastra is not telling you reject all of them and then just simply chant and no. We definitely we do that, but there's a way to balance that. You can't go on anything too much is not good because the problem is attachment only, attachment to the material things. More you do simply material activities. I have only 5 minutes time for the Lord. I will only chant one round a day and rest 24 hours I will engage in the service of everything else. Then how can you pass the exam, final exam at the time of death? You can't pass the exam. At least that's a 2 hours a day minimum. You start with okay, 1 hour, half an hour a day start and gradually increase that. Then naturally Lord can help and then at the final exam you can pass. If you are not going to increase that, you will be staying wherever 10 minutes a day or half an hour a day. Rest of the time is only for Krishna. Prabhupada used to give other exam that devotees, older devotees or younger devotees, sometimes they donate everything to the all their family and rest of them. Then when they come to temple, they will come with empty handed, nothing, nothing for the Lord. Everything for the rest of them, nothing for the Lord. This is a completely opposite way. So you're not thinking there is no love actually. So if you have love, that means something you should serve the Lord. Okay, you can give to the rest of the family, but something you should serve. So these principles has to be understood. Always we should serve in that way. Lord's pleasure and Guru's pleasure should be in the first forefront in everything we do. Then naturally we can actually become equanimity. We can become equipoised and tolerate the others. Otherwise, it becomes extremely difficult. There is no inebriety in spiritual variety because the devotee accepts everything in spiritual vision. Is equipoised, that is the symptom of his being elevated to the transcendental position. That means we have to be those who are in the equipoised stage. We have to associate with them. We have to hear from them. Then we will also be situated equipoised very soon. Naturally, friends say, hey, let's go here. We have to go party. We have to go for picnic. We'll go because we are close friends. We don't reject those ideas because very close. Otherwise, you may feel bad. Same thing, if you love, like we always keep our Guru and Prabhupada in our heart, then, oh, Prabhupada will not like me to sleep till so late. And so we'll always bring that consciousness in our heart. No, Prabhupada not like this. So let me not do that. So we have to always think like that when we are in temple, when we are always to think that Prabhupada is watching, Lord is watching, how I am doing, how I am doing dealing with devotees, how I am doing service. Everything we have to think that Prabhupada is actually watching. We should not be thinking that so I can do whatever I like. Prabhupada wanted everything has to be perfect, gorgeous. So that is the principle in which how we can actually come to this. He automatically attains detachment, vairagya, and then gnana, which vairagya vidya nijabhakti yoga, or Vasudeva Bhagavati, janayati as vairagyam, gnanam ched ahaitukam. Vasudeva Bhagavati. So that means both person Bhagavan, book Bhagavata, person Bhagavata, both one has to develop that naturally. Then Bhakti Yoga Prajanayati as Vairagya naturally will come. Renunciation automatically will happen. You don't need to externally strive separately. Then actual transcendental knowledge. So, chapter 2, all the way, every chapter, these principles are laid out. These characteristics are laid out, advanced devotee symptoms are laid out, and what one should not do is been also laid out, both positive, negative things. You look at Brahmane Adaya Karmani, from that verse, 5th chapter, look at all the way 10 verses. Lord is speaking how to engage positively, how not to engage. Ya sanspasasa bhoga, negative things. Almost every chapter you will see, third, fourth, fifth, gradually. And middle six chapter, of course, Lord is stressing completely attachment to the transcendental, supreme personality of God. So in that way, then the last six chapters stressed so much about what is not to be done, how to become detached more so on the three modes. The conclusion is that an advanced devotee dovetails himself in transcendental qualities of the Lord. And in that sense, he becomes qualitatively one with the Supreme Personality, qualitatively one. We don't want to take Lord's position. We don't want to take even other devotees' position either. That means we don't want to take other service either. We can share the service, no problem. So if the other devotees willingly want to give service, no problem. We can take. But we should not take the position of the Lord. We should not take the position of a guru. We should not take the position of, or take the service of others. Because otherwise it's not good for us. Our progress will be checked. That is the principle we are understanding here. Already 7:05. I will stop. So I thought I will sing this song. This is what I was mentioning, because we need lots of mercy. Bhaktivinoda Thakur song. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Daya Karo Ye Das. Please make sure the whole day you remember this, because every day this is supposed to be remembered 3 times a day. Sri Guru Charana Padma. Or Samsara Tri Sandhyam. Gurudev, O spiritual master, give to this servant just one drop of mercy. I am lower than blade of grass. Give me all your help. Give me strength without, give me, what is it? Give me strength without desires or aspirations. Let me be as you are, without desires or aspirations. Separate desires from the Lord or the Guru, with separate aspirations. Guru wanted something from us. He has some aspiration for this disciple. And then we have to act accordingly. We have to understand that means to know the Guru's mind, we have to hear lot of hearing, lots of service, lot of contemplation. We have to sincerely pray every day while we wake up, while we sleep. We have to pray. Then Guru will reveal to us what he wants, what kind of things he wants. Otherwise, it won't be revealed. I offer you all respects, for thus I may have the energy to know you correctly. Then by chanting the holy name in great ecstasy, all my offenses will cease. When will such mercy fall unto this one who is weak and devoid of intelligence? Allow me to be with you. If you examine me, you will find no qualities. Your mercy is all that I am made of. This last line we have to remember somehow or the other. If you are not merciful unto me, I can only weep. That's what we say always. First, Guru and Krishna. Guru and Krishna's mercy has to be there. And his representatives, devotees, who are in line, those who are in line fully with Guru and Krishna and Parampara Acharyas, we have to attract. That is the first mercy we look for. We are dependent on them. We are not dependent on others. We are dependent on them. We want mercy, we want service, we want everything from them. Guru and those who are aligned with Guru, so Parampara and Krishna. So that is the principle. The last line says, we are not merciful unto me. So we have to think that how I can get mercy. How can I serve those who are aligned with Acharya's principles? I can only weep and I will not be able to maintain my life. If whoever is carrying this consciousness, the fourth line consciousness, their life is perfected, they can go back home, back to Godhead in this life only. It doesn't take more longer than that, because is utterly dependent. The child is utterly helplessly crying, is loving the father so much he wants. Without you, mother, father, I can't live it. So please help me here. So naturally, Lord will help without a doubt, because He's there, He's watching only. When this child of mine is going to turn towards me and ask for my help, he's flapping the wings and he's thinking he's free. So that's why I have to be there, why I have to help him. If you look for that consciousness, then naturally his Lord is there to help, like He helped Gajendra, He helped all these devotees. So thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Andral Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। वैष्णव की जय। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Krishna. Prabhuji.
Radhe Prabhuji.
Hari Bol. Shubha Kartik Purnima to everyone. Hari Bol.
Krishna, a temple program, please join in the evening. Possible, if not possible, we'll see you all on Sunday feast. Thank you, Hare Krishna.